So over the past few weeks, I've played a lot of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and I mean a lot, like probably far too much. And in my time with the game, I've seen a lot of things that took me by surprise. A lot of things that I never thought would make a return to the series, along with plenty of new content that I don't think should have been in the game at all, but that's for another video. There's one thing though, one character in particular, that I truly never thought I would see again. The man, the myth, the legend, the camel bearer, Reda. So in case you didn't play Origins, Reda was introduced to us through Bayek's eyes, an Egyptian boy who acted as a merchant throughout Egypt. Whether it be Siwa or Cyrene, you could always find him and his camel chilling somewhere with plenty of valuable goods. Now, as we all know, Assassin's Creed Origins is set in roughly 44 BCE, and although we already have one character that's lived 2,000 years in this universe, actually, I don't know if you can call her a character. To say the least, I didn't expect to see a cameo from a character from 44 BCE Egypt. But in my travels across 800 CE England, well, just see for yourself.
If you need it, we have it. If we don't have it, you don't need it. Such is our pledge.
I see. And is this child with you?
Child?
Child?
My friend. You look upon the master of the Thousand Eyes, the head of our guild, a legend, a hero of the people, and the richest merchant west of the Indus. You look upon Reda!
He means you?
He does, Eivor Wolf-Kissed. It is a pleasure to meet you at last.
How have you come to know me?
The Thousand Eyes have 1,000 years as well, and word travels fast. It's quite simple. For a fee, I can connect you to a shadow market that stretches from the dunes of Egypt to the moors of England.
So, yeah, that exists. Reda exists, and for some reason, in the last 800 years of his life, he's aged like 3 years, which is cool. So according to Valhalla, Reda is the leader of the Thousand Eyes, a secret guild founded by the merchant himself during the Dark Ages to spread to many parts of the globe with the rare goods that he came across in his travels. This secret merchant guild offered rare items and contracts specifically to Eivor in the Viking period of England. However, they would only trade using rare opals as a form of currency. Even though in Origins, I mean, Reda just used normal coins, but yeah, they decided, hey, we like shiny rocks. So, is there some deep explanation to this Thousand Eyes cult? Is there a reason for Reda living 800 years and only aging 3 in that time? What happened to his camel? Will we ever find out? Well, probably not, because according to the mad genius that is Darby McDevitt, he had no intention of putting Reda in this game. So that leaves you to question, why is Reda in this game? Where did he come from? How is he still alive? Why the fuck does he have a cult of children selling rare weapons? Well, despite us not having any lore reasons, I have the true answer. I'm the only person on Earth who has this information, partly due to my massive brain and partly due to inside sources. So, where did Reda come from? Where did the Thousand Eyes come from? They came from Ubisoft Montreal. More specifically, Ubisoft Montreal 3's microtransaction team. You see, a little known fact is that Ubisoft love and adore money, as any business should. This mystical being that is Reda is very simply a way to sell microtransactions. But Reda does serve a little bit of a purpose, and that purpose comes after Hytham tasks Eivor with hunting down 6 codex pages scattered across England from the early Hidden Ones. In this quest, A Brief History of the Hidden Ones, we see various different boroughs across England from the ancient times. And after retrieving all 6 for Hytham, well, I mean, we don't really get anything. But Hytham does inform Eivor that Reda has a letter from one of said ancient Hidden Ones. In fact, it's from one of the founders of the Hidden Ones. And after Eivor asks Reda about it, we get this incredible moment.
A warning, my beloved. I have heard numerous tales now of a secret codex circulating among the acolytes of our bureaus, both within and without the empire of Augustus, called the Magus Codex. It names you directly as one of the founders of the Hidden Ones. Apart from putting your life in danger, it flies in the face of what we have tried to achieve with our brotherhood. We are justice seekers who shun the light of praise for our good works, and who must live in the shadows of our triumphs. Should you see any pages of this codex, I advise you to destroy them. Keep the dream of our Hidden Ones alive. Now, I am not so naive to think this will be a simple task. Few men and women are suited to keeping such secrets for so long. And it may be that we will fail in the end, but we will have failed in the name of righteousness. Take care, my love. My Iset. My Northern Star. Even in my waning years, I am ever your Osiris. Let our Horus live on beyond us. I think of you often, my jewel. At sunrise and twilight. At new moon and full. When the rain falls and the breath of a moon rides across my neck. I remember you kissing me. Just there. And I will take that feeling to my tomb.
Along with that, throughout the game you can hear Reda tell stories of Bayek, this Magi that he watched throughout his travels throughout Egypt.
Yes, one more, and only because you all have such good taste. Now, this one begins a long time ago at a desert oasis, far away, a place of mystery, wonder, and a temple to a hidden god. The guardian of this temple was a proud man, kingly in nature, but not in fact, a protector of holy wisdom. And this protector had a wife, a scholar, who spent her days reading ancient tomes and deciphering the secrets of the desert. Together they had a son, in whom they hoped to instill all their skill and knowledge. The boy was to be a union of their love. But then it came to pass that the king of that land arrived to seize the temple for himself. The protector resisted. In the battle that followed, the boy was killed and the temple was taken. Struck with grief, the protector and the scholar separated.
A king who kills a child is an ergi. They should kill him back.
Indeed. But for a long time, the protector and the scholar followed solitary paths, seeking for a way to revenge their son. But in their isolation, they found only anguish and pain. Alone, they could do nothing but weep and thrash at the fates. After many fruitless years, they came together again to mourn their failure. They embraced as they had in their youth. And in that joining, they realized what was missing. Only the union that had produced their son would lead to their victory. So the protector taught the scholar to fight and ride and seek, while the scholar taught the protector wisdom and deep knowledge. As they trained and studied, they became inseparable, moving, eating, sleeping as one. They were never seen apart. Until one day, they met upon the river's edge. They had learned all they could, her from him from her. It was here they kissed and separated. She traveled east, he west. They were never seen again. It is said, however, that once every year, 2 eagles would return to that very spot to linger and look upon the sea. The people of the region like to see these eagles, for they are an omen, a symbol of protection.
They turned into birds, like Loki became a salmon.
Perhaps. Still, others say that the eagles were their children, born of a love that could never endure. But who is to say for sure?
A stirring story. Fanciful but sincere enough.
Me? Fanciful? All of my stories are perfectly and mostly true.
The inclusion of Reda may be stupid, but at least we got at least a little bit of closure on Origins, on Bayek's story, and why he was forgotten when Amunet was remembered. It's a lovely acknowledgement of the past games, and Abubakar Salim absolutely nailed the speech. Like, How is he such a good voice actor? I don't understand. Every single time he delivers any speech, it just brings a tear to my eye, man. It's beautiful. That being said though, Reda isn't actually a character, he's just an embodiment of Ubisoft's greed and a way to sell Heka chests, or in this case, rare items, so that's a bit depressing and shows just how much the company has actually changed. Imagine putting microtransactions in your single player game in 2020. Like, how out of touch do you actually have to be? With all that being said though, this was a bit of a short one, but if you did enjoy, a like would be really appreciated. They do really help me out. Also, if you're new here and want to see more content a little bit like this, make sure to subscribe with post notifications turned on. And with all that being said, I've been Joe, aka Found a Scarab, and I'll see you in the next one.